Hello everyone and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. So, this episode will be a bit of talking to people in the ship mostly. Probably this part at least, probably in which it happens. Maybe we'll see how much people want to talk and how much there is new. Also, something I noticed, or something that I discovered. Funnily enough, how long I've played this game and not caught like this thing. So there's a certain thing that can happen that I wasn't really aware of, because it never really happened to me before, to my knowledge at least. Which is, you know how fucking Handmaiden has decided that there is nothing for us to talk about type of deal? You know, every time I try to talk to her. Yeah, okay. That is permanent. Because what this game has now done is locked... Okay, so when you get visas onto your ship, Handmaiden obviously doesn't like this, that you take her on board your ship. What you do next is critical. If you talk to Visas first and gain influence with her, and have a higher influence than Handmaiden or whatever, she will be permanently pissed at you, and you will not be able to continue her ascension to Jedi. If you talk to her first, it's fine. I guess I've only ever talked to her first before, because I don't believe I've ever encountered this. So this means I have effectively crashed her way to becoming a Jedi, because she's permanently pissed at me. Now, she is still useful as a unit. She's not as useful as she could be, because her having a lightsaber in her hands makes her infinitely better than without one, which destroys my planning a little bit, because my plan was to use her as one of my permanent party members. This is now not an option, really, because there's no point. Although, I mean, because the next party member is the droid we're gonna build, and this character right here, which we will get in later on. This character can become a Jedi, and the droid obviously can't become a Jedi. So other than... Oh, no, actually, hold on. We have Mira right here. Right. Mira can become a Jedi through dialogue. I'll probably do that later on. I won't do that in this episode, because her talking is shit. I'll probably designate a certain thing to her, but I won't use Mira. So Mira becomes a Sentinel, like Atten. I won't use Mira. I'll use Atten, if that's the case. I'll probably use Atten together with the droid, because he's the prime member I use. So here's the dealio. I don't use Kotor's droid. Fuck that droid. I don't give a shit. T3, nothing really against the character T3. I just don't use it. Kreia, she's okay. You know, if you don't have anything else, she's good. Handmaiden owns ass if you know, but she's owns less ass if you don't make her a Jedi, which sucks that I can't do, but it's not too big of a problem, because I can always, you know, change it. Visas she's a Sentinel. She's a Jedi to begin with, so she can be pretty useful. I like to have Handmaiden on my team because she can survive. But the thing is, like, if you're playing a woman, it doesn't matter, because you won't get Handmaiden anyways. Who you get instead, we'll get to that, because the next planet we're going to, that character will be there. You won't be able to get that character, but they will still be there. That character becomes a Sentinel as well. No, wait a minute. That character becomes a Consular, I believe. Maybe. They're not very good. I never used them. So comparatively, Handmaiden is better choice, yet non-canon, so to speak. So I'll probably just use Atten then, which is cool because then I get to use my 2 favorite characters in the game, which is fine. There's an event later on that kind of messes a little bit with this party structure, but it's fine. It's fine. So we're gonna go and fucking talk about. Man, I'm so fucking stunned that the game says fuck you if you talk to Visas first. Ludicrous, because you literally can't do anything.
There is nothing for us to discuss.
That's it. You can, however, there's this smarty pants on the Steam workshop who has made a guide, which I saw. This is where I saw this information from to begin with. Who has made a guide in how you can change this shit, because you go into the code, you download a thing from the workshop to like edit an editor or something for the game, and in there you can go into the code and you change the values of the events. So it's like, is the handmaiden angry at you? If it's a 1, then she's angry and she's at this stage. You change that to 0, and then you have to go to, is she angry, or if it's reached the final of a finale of her story quest, you change that to 0 instead of a 1, because it changes automatically to a 1 if she's pissed at you, because it doesn't go anywhere. And then it's like there's a Visas and handmaiden code bit that you also change to 0, and so I believe it probably counts as you reset the whole event between them, and you then talk to her. And you potentially needed to change their like influence levels so that handmaiden is higher than Visas, otherwise that would potentially do something with that as well. Which I'm like, dude, this is ludicrous. But enough fucking babbling about background shit. But that's just you know, in case you were wondering, you can find that there if that happens to you. Unlucky as you are, the same with me. Unless it doesn't matter, because you're not playing as a male character. Also, I will probably not talk with Visas anymore ever, because there's no point. Like, obviously, if you want to talk to characters, you can talk to characters, but some characters don't matter if you talk to. Like Vader, I will ignore him completely from now on, because he's not a great character because of his arm, which means he can't wear robes, which means he will be restricted to the force powers he can use and be affected by. So it's like, no, I don't want to use you.
Yes, General.
And also,
Let me see what you have. No, you're still missing a lens. Something else.
do you not have all the lightsaber parts? I thought that you got like all of them after the first planet. Apparently you don't, which I remember. Like, you don't get all of them. You get 2, and then you get the first, in the first event you get a lightsaber part. You get in the next one you get, you know, the third part. After that, the planets you go to, the parts where you get a lightsaber part, you get a lightsaber instead, which is pretty cool. Although, apparently, I don't know that firsthand necessarily, I haven't really tried, but my brother have given me the information that you apparently get all 3 parts if you go to Dantooine first, which is like, fair enough. To be completely honest though, it's not like I need one right now. I'm pretty OP as it is. I don't really need a lightsaber that quickly. So yeah. Okay, does Kreia want to say something specific? Because she can give me stuff. Yes.
You felt it, did you not?
I don't know. Oh. It was a sound, like hearts, yet like a voice.
The time to hide your presence is coming to a close, and you will need to increase your training. You are ready. Your training must increase, and there are higher mysteries you must learn. Only you must know the path you will take. I cannot choose it for you. Is it battle that stirs you?
Yes.
To meet an enemy blade upon blade?
Yes.
Such is the way of the greatest of Jedi warriors, the weapon masters. Or perhaps it is investigating the mysteries of the galaxy, seeking out injustice and harm, and bringing it into the light. Such is the way of the Jedi Watchmen in the time of Ulic Qel-Droma and Exar Kun. Or perhaps your way lies upon the ancient mysteries, and to teach others the ways of the Force, as I have, the way of the Jedi Masters.
So here is the branching path in which you get to specialize yourself in something. Now, no matter what class you pick, you get to choose basically each of these specialized classes have a direct branch from the base one. So the Weapon Master is obviously based from the Guardians, and then the Watchman is from the Sentinels, and the Jedi Master is from the Counselors. And the Jedi Masters focus on the Force powers, the fucking Watchman, pretty much the same thing as the Sentinel. It's just a better version of it, kind of. And the Weapon Master focuses more on the weapon side of thing. Now, here's the thing you can do. You can go Guardian and then choose Jedi Master, or the Sith variation, to have a base of fighting, of like close quarters fighting, and then specializing Force powers, meaning you get more Force points and you can get, you know, utilize your Force powers more, which can make you a pretty balanced, you know, well-powered person. You can also, as I've done, you can pick Counselor first, and then you can go fighting so that you can like cover that weakness of close quarters fighting. Although, you could also go Counselor and then Jedi Master and really push that Force point. And this is strong as shit, specifically if you're a Sith, because remember, all of the dark skill, all of the dark Force powers, you get a discount, or like of the Force points it uses, they cost less because they're dark aligned. And if you go Force, like basically Force, it breaks everything. I just fucking hit my second screen. That's a brilliant move. So it's like, why didn't I mention Sentinel? Because it's like, it's a kind of base class. The Sentinel focuses on skills. It's not a super interesting one. I'd rather go for, you know, either one of the ends of the spectrum, not the middle one, because it's kind of meh. It's not bad per se, unless you play it badly. Like I had one at one point, I got to the end of the game and then got my ass kicked because I didn't know how to play. Basically. But we are going to go Jedi Masters because we're gonna full Force focus on the Force powers, and we shall doom anyone who stands in our way.
It is not some great test you require to be what you strive to be. It is only your decision to find that path that matters. From here on, you guide your destiny. But in order to take the next steps, you must face your past and put it to rest.
You become a prestige class and taking the first step to learning the higher mysteries of the Force. Your created character is the only one that can do this, which is a shame. But the other classes, or the other characters, have like Atten is a scoundrel, I believe, to begin with, and then becomes a Sentinel. That's his advanced class or his prestige class. So that's how that works. You could argue though, what about Visas? Yeah. No. She doesn't get that anyways. Level up skills. Cool, I guess. Get some more of that. Bam. Beats. Now we get all of the specific things. We get light side enlightenment, prestige sense, regenerate force points. Cool. And weapon focus lightsaber. We got that. Okay, so we don't need that. We don't need that per se. Helps, but we don't need it. This could be useful. That could certainly be useful, but we don't have that yet, so it doesn't matter. This is good. This is good. This is good. Do I want maybe improved toughness? Here's the deal. When we get to this point now, we're very close to where we're getting so fucking OP. Like, do I even need health? Because we'll fucking demolish enemies. I will need health at some point. So I might as well probably just pick it. Ah, yes. Using grace and speed with lightsabers instead of raw power. I think I should just use this right now, because we're gonna get to lightsabers, and if I don't have that bonus in which I've built my character around, I'm screwed in terms of close quarter combat. It's completely pointless. So I'm gonna pick this one now, because we definitely need that to be an active thing. We got 2 force powers. Still not level 18 yet. We got 2 to choose from though. This could be good. Force armor. Revitalize is a very good one, really. But it's not super needed. What else do we want? Like, okay, so this is interesting but not great. I'm not using that because it's dark power, dark power. This one is not super useful, if I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it can kind of attack from far away and can bounce between enemies, but like, dude, it doesn't really do that much damage. I don't remember what the fuck this did. Does this just take away enemies like buffs and shit? I feel like it is. It's not super useful. Dark power. I might go towards force wave at some point as well. Dark power, dark power, dark power. Yeah, no. I might go for like destroyed droid at some point. Maybe. Probably not at this point. It's not really needed. Won't use that. Won't use these because they're not super useful. Or well, I mean, I don't need to pick all of these. Some are like, it's like, oh yeah, you can the first 20 points. And I'm like, but that does nothing. It's such a low value. I don't understand why they exist. I don't know what point they are really. Otherwise, it's revitalize and continuing of this, which, I mean, increase by 3 points, increase by 5 points. I get so much, like, so many stat boosts by doing that. Or get +6 to defense, which means they have a lower chance. Yes, sure. Boom. These two. Let's go. We'll also need battle meditation because that one is ridiculous. But yeah, we'll pick these two because they're pretty good. I also need to remember to actually use them. So, oh, we're level 17. Next level, devastation incoming. Like, next level, nothing will stand in our way. Absolutely fuck all will be able to fucking beat us.
Yes.
Okay, so I believe Kreia has basically done what she needs to do. There's no real need for her anymore. I'm not gonna talk to Kotor droid. Like, Kotor has his own like side quest in which you need to do certain stuff and whatnot, but I'm not gonna do that. So I'm probably not gonna talk. I'm not gonna talk to Atten. I'm not gonna talk to anyone. No one's gonna talk here. I feel. I'm not gonna talk to Visas. No, probably not. Unless there's some like special events which I will go in and out of the ship to actually show off. I might talk to... No, I'll leave Mira for now. I will revive HK-47 though. Droid processor, reinforced chassis, vocabulator, and control cluster. Low hum from within the droid and the sound of the circuit sparking, restoring power throughout the droid system.
Diagnostic. HK-47 activated. Running checks through primary systems. Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment. I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude.
Why were you in our storage hold?
Answer. I do not know, Master. It is curious that I was here, although this place does seem familiar. Extrapolation. Perhaps someone was already in the process of rebuilding me. It may be I was needed for some task.
Any idea what happened to you?
Answer. It seems you would know more than I. My memory centers are experiencing some setbacks. Reflection. Of course, for some reason, that does not alarm me. I suspect I have suffered such repeated memory failures before. Still, the loss of my higher combat and assassination protocols is shameful and degrading.
You're an assassin droid?
Recitation. Yes, as I said, I am an assassin droid. It is my primary function to burn holes through meat bags that you wish removed from the galaxy. Master, oh how I hate that term.
What, meatbag?
Answer. No, Master. I said it again.
Not sure I like that, the idea of having an assassin droid on board.
Answer. Well, I am not certain I like the idea of a master who feels reservations at having an assassination droid at their disposal. In fact, it brings with it a certain sense of dread that you may actually not use me to my full capabilities.
I mean, yeah, so comes in the you basically have options of pure evil, pure good. Choose which option you want. But yeah, you're not killing anyone unless in self-defense. Even then, I don't want you acting without my order.
Answer. Yes, Master. HK-47 is ready to serve.
He has joined the party. He is so fucking useful. HK-47 is amazing. He's so good. So he's definitely coming with us.
Statement. Master, if you could indulge me for a moment, I must express some degree of irritation at your actions. Perhaps my anticipation of working with one who served at Malachor 5 was too high, but you are countering all those expectations.
And how is that?
Statement. Well, all your behavior up to this point suggests either strong atonement or confirmation that the atrocities attributed to you during the war were in fact accidents.
I'm not proud of what I did during the war, so I do not wish to discuss it.
Statement. I suspected as much, Master. There are few who would discuss such things with an assassination droid, and that is perfectly understandable. I mean, what use is there for communication in a galaxy such as ours?
Oh my god.
Understanding might be achieved, or sympathies might be
Fucking sassy ass
facts.
douche, dude.
You are right to remain silent about your past. I have seen the damage that repressing such things brings, and it is far preferable to share such traumas.
Are you trying to provoke me?
Answer. Why? Because your actions then and now are related, and I feel I need some context. I confess to being somewhat needy that way.
What do you mean?
Statement. Sometimes, Master, it is difficult for meatbags to step back and gain some perspective on death and its importance in their insignificant lives. Explanation. You see, Master, assassination is such a versatile tool. I have seen the removal of a single target have far-reaching consequences for a nation, world, even a galaxy. The repercussions of even the smallest lives, whether dead or alive, can have profound implications on history. But surely you realize this.
That's a very human perspective.
Statement. Master, please, any comparisons between me and your meatbag status leaves a fluctuating, intermittent charge through my control clusters. I was only trying to bring death and its impact to your attention.
How is that?
Statement. Why your own life, Master? Your single life changed the face of the galaxy, of history itself. Malachor 5 was an impressive act of destruction, but its impact on the lives of others in the galaxy was far more extreme. I mean, Master, you brought about the death of the Mandalorian race. I doubt they realize it yet, but you dealt them a blow from which they will never recover.
Don't attempt to justify my actions or yours.
Retort. Oh, Master, I am attempting to justify nothing, merely making an observation. Nothing would change the fact that I derive pleasure from ending the lives of others. I was only trying to bring death and its impact to your attention.
Fucking... Yeah, of course you lose scenes. The thing is, okay, so HK-47 has a really interesting side mission, or side story, that it's not complete. It wasn't finished in this for this game. It just stops at one point. There is a thing in which you can like restore some lost content. I don't believe it restores all of it, because not all of it was done, but it was basically dropped. So this game is technically not completely finished, because there are plot bits that just doesn't exist. Just gone. It just stops. So it leaves you with questions that doesn't exist. So even if I lose influence, it's like, I mean, I'll lose story bits, but he's evil. He appreciates evil acts. You'll have to go evil if you want to like gain influence and learn more of what he has to tell.
Query: is there someone that you need killed, Master?
Oh, dude, this I'll take this. This question, by the way, can give you an achievement. HK, do you know what love is?
Answer: many organic meatbags find that question difficult to answer, Master. But I believe I can provide you with a satisfactory definition. Definition: love is making a shot to the knees of a target 120 kilometers away using an Aerotech sniper rifle with a tri-light scope.
I'm not sure I can agree with that, or if anyone could.
Statement: this definition, I am told, is subject to interpretation. Obviously, love is a matter of odds. Not many meatbags could make such a shot, and strangely enough, not many meatbags would derive love from it. Yet for me, love is knowing your target, putting them in your targeting reticle, and together achieving a singular purpose against statistically long odds.
Oh man, dude, the HK-47 is the most delightful character in this whole game. So yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Okie dokie, Edson, you don't have anything
Something
to
up?
talk about? No, you don't. Okay. Actually, fuck me. Hold on. Master speed! I need to fucking race back and forth out of the ship because we have more shit to do. Whatever. I need to go back and forth because I want to see if there's any more events. There's sure to be!
HK-47, I did not realize that you still existed, especially now that the other generations are activated.
Query: what is it you wish, Fat One?
I see that your recent reassembly has not affected your behavior core, nor your attitude.
Statement: if I require a similar diagnostic in the future, I shall seek out the Iridonian.
Oh, I do not think so. There is much work that needs to be done first.
Statement: my memory core has suffered some damage. Statement: yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement: this is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation: the navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement: that is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query: why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer: presumably to hide where one has been. Statement: I believe this ship has been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.
Man, I fucking love this game because of, well, I love HK-47. He is such a colorful character and he's so good. Yeah, it's just so amazing. And I hate that I won't be able to fully utilize his dialogues because I'm not evil. Because you basically get more of the fun if you're playing evil, because then you can agree with him and you can goad him into continue talking. Oh, it's great. And also, that point, the navicomputer, that might be connected to his storyline, or it's just a side piece. By the way, I'm pretty sure I know, because where the ship has been, it's obviously been somewhere. I think I know where, because I know the full story between the first and this game and the online game, because the online game comes after this one story-wise. but I won't necessarily speculate that. I'll speculate essentially all the spoilers and shit at the end if I remember, and bring up points about like the connections between games.
It might be helpful if I made some changes to my remote's maintenance laser to do spot repairs.
That would be a welcome improvement. My combat effectiveness could be better sustained, providing an advantageous arrangement. And my miniature counterpart would finally be able to pull his weight in a fight.
Look at the bright side. Kotor is a much bigger target.
Alright then. I'll work on it when we get back to the Hawk. There. You should be able to.
That's
do
not
some
what
quick
you
fixes.
said in the text.
You won't be able to perform serious repairs, but you should be able to patch up any broken droids.
Oh, I can wait for other droids in the party. Well, too bad I don't use
I think
Vader.
this time I gave your cutting laser a little boost. It works fine for repairs, but we could use your help in a firefight. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure they keep you out of their scopes. Think of it this way. You can keep Kotor in line with it.
Yeah, improved laser. You can improve however much you want.
I'd like to see what I can upgrade for you.
Yes, I do have a few moments to spare for your work. I would like to know what he is doing here, though.
He helps me out with repairs. That isn't a problem, is it?
I suppose not. Perhaps in working on my circuitry, your assistant will learn something about how a fully functional droid is constructed.
Just ignore him and let's get to work.
I would appreciate that. Our group has little in the way of time to spare, and I would not want to delay you from your other duties.
Right. Let's get you open. See what you can do. I have to say, you are put together quite well. There wasn't much to do.
As I told you, my design is streamlined and efficient, though I am pleased that you were able to make some improvements, and this was not just a waste of my valuable time.
There were a few things from my remote that I was able to integrate into your construction.
I see. Well, thank you. I'll let you get back to your work.
Permanent 1, 2 decks. Well, sure. Let me do that. I don't believe it's gonna find another one. I feel like they're out, but fuck do I know? Maybe there's more. Nope. Okay. Good. Good to know. So HK47 will stand here for the time being. Yeah, I might talk to him like more in the future, but we need to get going. We need to go. Also, by going to oh well, actually, at this point, it doesn't really matter. Only matters if you need to. Ish. There's a problem when going to Dantooine. If you have a lightsaber. I don't have a lightsaber. So it doesn't really matter. But they don't like you having lightsabers. They don't really like Jedi. So fucking some people will just shut the fuck up and don't say anything if you have a lightsaber and whatnot. So it's easier just in general if you don't have one. But it's not like it's necessary for, like, the people that will shut up or whatever if they see you having lightsaber, they don't really fucking care. Like, or it doesn't matter. They don't matter, really, in the grand scheme of things. Oh, okay. Getting to this now.
Has there been any sign of the ship?
No, mistress, nor any word of our sister. We do not know where they travel now.
The freighter. It is important. And I thought the droid was as well, but I was wrong.
Mistress, we still do not know the significance of the ship or the droid. We downloaded all you asked, but we are still no closer to the answers you seek.
Then perhaps we'll need to have faith that your sister will change her mind, remember her oath, and return to us with the answers we seek.
I hope so, Mistress. But there has been no word of her since she departed with the other 4 on the freighter.
4?
Yes, Mistress. The Iridonian, the Ichani-trained pilot, the exile, and the old woman.
Old woman?
Yes, Mistress.
I do not recall seeing her.
Mistress, she was secured for much of the time the exile was here. At other times you were meditating, and we did not wish to disturb you. Mistress, is there something wrong?
I am tired. I sometimes feel as if things are collapsing all around us. It is just at the edge of perceptions, waiting. I fear things will collapse before our enemies reveal themselves.
Yes, Mistress.
I will meditate upon this. Perhaps it will clear my mind.
Okay then. I guess according to everything, Sandmaid will not talk to me.
There is nothing.
Oh, okay. So the person that I mentioned as well with the guide said that it might affect like what happens later. So she might just peace out at some point. Which is interesting, because I guess I'll be able to see that. Because I don't fucking remember that ever happened to me. It might have happened to me like when I was younger, when I was bad at the game. But, HK47, because he's amazing. Vader, no, because you're shit. And Maiden, no, because I apparently fucked over that shit. Kreia, Reese's, no, they're fine, but no. Mira, no, I'll just go with Anne. Anne will be my party member throughout everything, because Anne is cool.